We have some very special guests this morning for our first resolution. If we could hear from the senator from Montgomery County.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, I suspect you know these faces. I suspect you know these names. But just in case history is too fleeting and 4 years ago was too long ago for people's memories, it is such an extreme honor to have with us in the Senate this morning Officer Daniel Hodges, Sergeant Aquilino Gonell, Officer Michael Fanone, Officer Harry Dunn. I'm a word nerd, you guys know that about me, and yet words fail me when I'm thinking about these heroes, these patriots who defended the U.S. Capitol on January 6th of 2021 and who defended democracy. They were assaulted, tased, beaten, battered, and wounded physically and emotionally. 3 of them can no longer work due to their injuries. Only Officer Hodges is still an active police officer. America has been divided, was divided during the election. But after the election, our country has historically come together. That didn't happen after the 2020 election. And on January 6th of 2021, thousands of Americans participated in an insurrection that could have resulted in even more deaths and more injuries. But it's because of heroes like these 4 and others, some of whom survived and some of whom did not, that our Capitol was mostly unscathed and our members of Congress and U.S. senators mostly survived the experience, although some of them really are still traumatized, and their staffs. So there are places in this country where these heroes are criticized, are threatened, their families are threatened, they are taunted. But here in Annapolis, in the Senate, I knew that we would want to recognize and celebrate and welcome them and thank them for their service. So with that, Mr. President, I have 4 bios. I'm not going to bother reading them. All 4 of them have served honorably, have served in the military, served as police officers, and again have shown their courage and fortitude before, during, and ever since. And the reason you would know their faces, because too many times police officers are anonymous, these were the 4 officers who testified before the January 6th Congressional Committee and shared their stories of the brutality. 3 of them have written books, and they are struggling. It's hard for them to find jobs because they are so identified and so toxic to some Americans, which is tragic. So I would like, Madam Secretary, I would like to honor these 4 heroes with the resolution, if you could read it in full, please.
Clerk will read the resolution in full.
Be it hereby known to all that the Senate of Maryland offers its sincerest congratulations to the U.S. Capitol Police officers in recognition of your heroism, courage, and dedication in protecting our U.S. Capitol, safeguarding our freedom, and defending our democracy on January 6, 2021. The entire membership directs its best wishes on this memorable occasion and directs this resolution be presented on this 13th day of March, 2025.
The clerk will call the roll.
Mr. President.
Has everyone recorded their vote? Anyone wish to change their vote, explain their vote? If not, the clerk will take the call. Congratulations from the Senate of Maryland. Thank you so much for your incredible service. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all so much for your service. We are deeply, deeply